What's going on, guys? It's Mike here, back with another video. Today I'm going to be talking about the pros and cons of, in my opinion, of Modern Warfare multiplayer. Now, I've been playing Call of Duty for a very long time. My first Call of Duty game was Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. Very long time ago, very classic game. Now, this game has a great multiplayer, but there's also a lot of problems with it, and those are the things I want to address today. So this is going to be kind of a pros and cons list, not just going to focus on the problems in the game. So, pros. The gunplay in Modern Warfare is fantastic. The guns feel sturdy, they feel heavy, they feel powerful. They feel like you're really shooting a gun, and I personally love that in a video game. I think it adds to the feeling of the player and makes it more immersive. It also just makes it so much more satisfying to get an awesome kill. Like, getting a headshot with a sniper, especially the Kar 98K. When you get a headshot with that thing, holy moly, it does it feel amazing. I just think they did a fantastic job with the weapons in this game, and I hope they do it well in Call of Duty 2020. The setting of this game is fantastic. Modern Warfare. That is what Call of Duty fans have been asking for years. It fits perfectly. They can give so many kill streak ideas with the modern setting, and it's just pretty awesome to have now. The balanced weapons. They're semi-balanced. I say semi-balanced because there's a few. They did a decent job in nerfing the M4. It's not as stupidly overpowered as it was in the beginning, but I'm finding that the Grau 5.56 and the MP5 are still a lot better than other weapons in the game. So that's just my opinion. Now, cons for this, I have to say the cons of this game are pretty well known to the Call of Duty community. Number one, skill-based matchmaking. You can see here in this clip that I am using the EBR-14 because I'm grinding for that gold camo. I'll post a video if I get a good gameplay soon of me using this weapon, and I'll give some tips and tricks on it as well. Now, the EBR-14 is a very slow weapon. It has a lot of recoil, but it's very strong. The problem is I have a pretty high KD, and being put in lobbies against people that also have my KD, they're not going to be using a weapon such as the EBR-14. They are going to be using an M4, a Grau 5.56, an MP7, an MP5, stuff like that. Weapons that I can't have a harder time competing with using the EBR-14. Now, I'm a fairly good sniper, so when I'm going to be switching and using the Kar 98K and the Mark II carbine, I'm very excited, and I'll probably be able to do a lot better and get some cool clips. But for right now, I just really don't like the EBR-14, and I also don't like the Dragunov at all, but that's a whole nother story. Now, we have seen a lot of people complaining about skill-based matchmaking. It kind of ruins the point of Call of Duty. Back in the day, to get better at Call of Duty, you were thrown to the wolves. You either played with noobs or you played with really good people, and that's how you progressed and got better. But now it seems to me that they're coddling the community. They're making people who are bad play against other bad players, so they don't put the game down instantly. I personally think that's a terrible way to go about things because it just absolutely ruins the concept of a video game. You're supposed to go in and fight and get thrown to the wolves and just fight for your position to get better and to just practice. That's the point of it. But I think skill-based matchmaking just makes it way too sweaty. Like, I sometimes just want to. Do you remember the good old days when you go into a Call of Duty game in Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 2, and you could just absolutely slaughter the competition because they were terrible. But then sometimes you would get slaughtered because the other people would be way better than you. But that's just how it was. So I personally just absolutely despise skill-based matchmaking. I think it ruins the fun of the game sometimes, like having to play against these really, really sweaty people all the time. Just ruins the casualness of what Call of Duty was meant to be. Now, the next thing I'm going to move into is the item shop. And the item shop is good and bad. It's good because it allows players to customize their characters the way they want to, and if they choose to spend real money on an item, they can do so. Now, personally, I think the Battle Pass, which I'm going to include in this section, is a good idea. I like the Battle Pass, but I do not like spending $60 on a game and then spending another $10 on the Battle Pass. And you can argue that you can just keep buying the Battle Passes with the COD points you've saved up, which is I have done, but it requires me to feel forced to play the game to get my money's worth, which I don't want to do. I don't feel that I should be forced to play something. You know, as a fellow community member in the video game industry, I feel that we should be wanting to play something. We should be passionate about playing something. And I love Call of Duty and I'm passionate about it, but it just, I personally feel that the system they have, these battle passes, should be free like it was in Black Ops 4. Now, of course, Black Ops 4 had it worse, where you couldn't just unlock the weapons. Sometimes you actually had to buy them, which was not cool, and I don't like that system at all. But that's how it was in that game, but I still think the battle pass system was better. Now, my next topic is the size of this game. The size of this game, it's huge. It's almost 200 gigabytes. That is ridiculous. And yes, you can argue that Ground War is in there and it has these large maps, but I'm going to compare it to Battlefield 1, because I don't really like Battlefield 5 that much. I mean, I do like it. It's just not as good as Battlefield 1 was, in my opinion. But Battlefield 1 was amazing. The maps were huge. They were detailed. They were pretty. There was so much going on, and there was 32 versus 32. And the game was like 70 gigabytes. Why is this game 198 gigabytes? And I think it's because of the amount of stuff that they're adding into the item shop. And it seems to me every time they add something to the item shop, something else breaks. And the final con of this game, for this to wrap up this video, is they need to bring back map voting. It was in every Call of Duty game up until, Call of Duty Ghosts, and I don't know why they took it away. I don't understand. It allowed players to play maps that they wanted to play. They're called fan favorites for a reason. I don't want to play half the maps in Modern Warfare. I don't like them. They're not fun. They play slow, and people sit in the corner. I want to play maps that are fast-paced and fun. Now, that being said, I don't mind a couple bigger maps here and there, but don't make every map massive so people just sit in a corner. I don't like it. Anyway, I just don't understand. Call of Duty 2020, please bring map voting or vote to skip back, because that would make the gaming experience for us so much better. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about the things I discussed today. It was just a quick pros and cons list of the multiplayer of Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Let me know in the comments if you agreed with me, what you agreed on, or if you disagreed with me and what you disagreed on. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.